Hey guys, welcome back to the Smash with Ash show. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Ashley. And today we will be making fish ceviche, and it's about to be so good, so stay tuned. But before we get started, you know I have a word today, and the word is Jonah 1 verses 11 through 12 says, "The sea was getting rougher and rougher, so they asked him, 'What shall we do to you to make the sea calm down for us?' Jonah said, 'Pick me up and throw me into the sea,' he replied, 'and it will become calm. I know that it is my fault that this great storm has come upon you.' Then they took Jonah and threw him overboard, and the raging sea grew calm." This story is about a man named Jonah who fled from an instruction from the Lord after God asked him to go to a city to tell the whole city to repent of their sins. And Jonah's like, "No, I ain't doing that." So Jonah got on a boat and left to a different city. And as he's on that boat, he caused a storm for the sailors. The sailors are like, "What happened all of a sudden? Like, we were good." And Jonah confessed and is just like, "This is my fault why the storm's here because I was on assignment for God and I rebelled against him." So the sailors are like, what should we do with you?" And Jonah's like, "Throw me over the boat." And the sailors are like, let's try to do it a different way. So they tried to give Jonah a chance to stay on longer, and the storm became bigger. So eventually they threw Jonah over the boat, and that's what happened. Now, this story is equivalent to our lives because sometimes we have a Jonah in our life. Have you ever felt like your life was going smooth and all of a sudden things just start spiraling down after somebody just entered your life? Well, that's because we don't know who's under the wrath of God that enters our life, you know? Jonah wasn't even a bad person. He was just stubborn like majority of us. But the fact that he was under God's wrath had interfered with the people he went around. So now the people he went around was also affected by God's wrath. So this is why you have to be careful with the company you keep. They could be hindering your walk with God, blocking your own blessings, leaving bad energy to latch onto you. And this is why you guard your heart and your mind, because you don't know who's on assignment to bring destruction in your life. And half the time, they don't even know they're being used to mess up what you got going good. You see, Jonah didn't even know that he was about to cause a storm for these sailors. But once they seen destruction, they threw him off the boat. And we got to do the same with people in our lives. We got to learn to cut them off when it's their expiration date. So ask God for discernment on who should stay and who should go. Because once you get rid of somebody, you might just unlock the next blessing that's connected to your path. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started on our ceviche. So stay tuned.
So I use 2 pounds of the Swai fish fillets, and you can use whatever fish you would like, but you're going to dice it up into small bite-sized pieces just like this. Then I squeeze the juice out of 8 limes and 1 lemon, and I'm pressing down and rolling the lime back and forth because once you loosen the lime up, it's easier to get more juice out of it. Once you've squeezed enough limes to make 1 cup of juice, you're going to pour it all over your fish ceviche, and you just want to evenly coat it, and then you're going to cover it and put it in the fridge for at least 2.5 hours. Meanwhile, I prepped my veggies and I diced 2 medium-sized tomatoes in small dice-sized pieces. Then I peeled 1 cucumber and removed the seeds, and after that you just want to dice it up into bite-sized pieces just like the tomato. Next, I diced 1 jalapeno, but make sure you remove the seeds from that unless you want to keep the seeds to make it a little spicy. And then I also used 1 Serrano pepper. I wanted mine to be on the little spicy side, so I had to spice it up. And then I diced up 1 green pepper, the same way I diced the rest of them, small bite-sized pieces. Then I diced 1 medium red onion the same way, along with 1 whole bunch of chopped cilantro. Then you're gonna mix and combine all your veggies together just like this. Oh, and don't forget the minced garlic. I think I put like 3 cloves in there. Then after 2 hours passed, I took my fish out and seasoned it with salt to my desired taste. Then I covered it and put it back in the fridge for an extra 30 minutes, and then voila! You want your fish to look exactly like this. It is ready to go. After, you're gonna drain the excess lime juice, and if you want, you can keep like 3 tablespoons back just to put in the mixture of the veggies if you want. But after that, you're gonna mix all of it together, and ooh, it's already looking so good, guys. And then you want to drizzle some olive oil in there and some tapatío. And then I seasoned it with more salt because I felt like it didn't have enough. And I also seasoned it with Adobo seasoning and some fresh cracked black pepper. And then once it's seasoned to your desired taste, ooh, look at our fish ceviche. I'm telling you, this was literally the best ceviche I have ever tasted. You might as well make it yourself because the restaurant, it tasted better than the restaurant. Now we're gonna assemble our ceviche on the tostada in the authentic way, and I put mayo on there first with our ceviche and some tapatío, and look at that, just look at it.
Okay, what you guys think?
Now this, 10 out of 10.
Ooh!
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Here we go. For a sister making those tostada ceviche. Hey, she says yes.
10 out of 10.
Okay.
10 out of 10.
Okay, there we go. So thank you guys for smashing with Ash. If you enjoy hearing words of wisdom of God and smashing good food, then hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more videos because your girl will be back soon.